failed to record while I was at the greenhouse, which I'm still here, but I already have the plants loaded up in the truck. I put them in the truck because I have a bit of a drive to go. I'm trying to save as many blooms as I can, which I don't have AC in my truck, so I gotta roll with the windows down, but I'm gonna crack the windows. I'm gonna sweat a little bit, like I said, to try to preserve these blooms because we got like an hour drive and I wasn't gonna put them in the back of the truck, and I wasn't gonna bring my trailer just to drive a whole hour away. So this is what we're working with. Some beautiful plants. Like I said, nice blooms, got some good buds on them all. This customer of mine, I guess, is having, I'm assuming it's a graduation party this Saturday. It is currently Tuesday. So like I said, hopefully some of these blooms make it. Like I said, there's some buds on a lot of these plants, so hopefully by Saturday it'll be looking nice and pretty for it. Alright, crew, we are here at the project today. Only bad thing about these people is that they're Aggie fans, but I won't hold that against them too much. But here's what we're doing. Beautiful home. Gorgeous home. Oh, that's a trip out there. So like I said, this is the property. All of the plants that I bought that are full sun are going to go back along this line right here. There's holes that we're going to come fill in. Like I said, there's already existing plants here, but she just wants more. So most of the plants are going back here. This is probably where we're going to start. We're going to give it some food. And in the front yard, I need to get them a Baylor sign. There you go, that's what I need to do for them. And unfortunately I didn't even bring anything to haul this mulch back there with, so I'm going to be using my bare hands. 2 bags at a time. Gorgeous home. And then there's 3 trees in the front. 1, 2, and 3. That we're going to plant those annuals around to give it some color. She says she's having a party at her house this Saturday. So she wants to have some nice pop to it. So we're going to do these last. Like I said, we're going to do the back first. Get that taken care of. 11% on my GoPro. So what I'm gonna do is try to throw these plants in the ground super fast. We're gonna see how fast I can do it. Hopefully I can get it done before the GoPro dies. I'm gonna get the plants in the ground and finish there, and then I'm probably gonna come back and clean up these beds a little bit and then throw all this mulch in. And I'll probably have to record that with my phone, but it's all good. Here's my little shovel. First plant is a canna lily. Dang, there's stuff in here. There we go. Clearly ready to be planted. Oh, this soil is muddy. We're not doing any type of fertilizer or garden soil or anything like that. She just wants these plants in the ground, so make sure they're nice and in there. Give it a little stomp around. There you go. That's one down. Just keep it moving. In the sun, hopefully it's not super wet like that. It's hard. I'm gonna have to get my other shovel. Hold on. Finished up the garden, got it mulched. I'm gonna walk you through the plants that I planted. First, we have 6 different lantana. Well, 6 lantana, 3 different varieties. This is gonna be a white one, so I planted that. I'm not gonna go over what I didn't plant, only what I did plant. That's another lantana. That's a yellow variety. That's a purple variety. The other white one that got some blooms on it. So rose bushes and sedum. And this is this bougainvillea that I planted. It is super beautiful. I like it a lot. I planted a daylily. This is like a purple blue one. I don't know the variety name exactly, but that's what that is. Dianthus. It'll be nice and pretty. It has like a pink and purple blooms to it. Light pink and really dark pink blooms. Then the Esperanza. Really nice. I always like that bright golden yellow. Then another purple lantana. And then the Coropsis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Nanacoropsis. And then I think that's the last lantana. That's another yellow one. This is a sage, nice and pretty. Another lily, yellow lily, another yellow day lily. And then in the corner we got a canna, nice fragrant red. So that's everything that I planted. And again, I did the mulch. I don't have my blower with me to blow off that concrete edge, but it's really windy outside, so maybe the wind will blow it out. But the whole point of this was to fill in a lot of her gaps, her holes in her garden bed. Like I said, she has some sort of party this weekend and wanted her to have it filled in, and got her as much color as I could. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. We got everything a small splash, so might have some rain in the forecast too, so they can water down good. But I left that homework for her, that way she can get in the habit of watering these things. I told her it's just water as needed, but for the first week or so to make sure that they stay moist, let them get acclimated. So we're gonna move to the front yard now and get those 3 trees planted up, cleaned out, and then we're gonna get out of here. But I wanted to show you guys the after of this backyard. My favorite by far is that bougainvillea. It's super pretty. So hopefully it grows and thrives, and she don't have to worry about any more planting back here, because everything will grow in space and fill out once it matures. So let's go to the front. We're up at the front yard where we have these 3 trees to plant. First I'm gonna go and clear out its grass from, so that way we can get these. There's just 20 annuals right here, nice, and they look really nice and pretty right now, so hopefully they'll look like that come Saturday, but it'll look nice in this front area. So I think that's an agave plant right there, but there's some sucklings that are growing around it that she told me to take with me when I leave, so I'm gonna plant these up and uproot those sucklings. I'm gonna go ahead and take those with me and probably plant one at my house and give maybe, I think there's 3 sucklings total, so I'll give 2 away. But let's go ahead and take care of these garden beds so we can get all 3 trees weeded. So I'm gonna do this a little different. I'm gonna go ahead and put the mulch down in a thin layer. That way when I put the annuals in, since they're smaller plants, I don't want to put them in first and then the mulch, because I don't want to break them, scatter the mulch around. So I'm gonna scatter the mulch first, kind of do a little bit backwards. And then I have a little drill auger. I'm gonna aug out the hose, and then I can just carefully place the mulch around them again. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this mulch spread out, and all this grass picked up. I'm gonna put the grass inside the mulch bag. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and then we'll get those plants in the ground. I'm gonna go check if my GoPro is charged. If so, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on and go ahead and get these plants in the ground, and after that we're done here. So let's see what we can make happen. Hopefully we can make it happen. This is the one that has 6 in it, everything else has 7, but I got these annuals put out where I want to place them. I have them mirrored. Each trees kind of look the same setup. Got a coleus, begonia, and impatient, kind of every other, like in that order. So there's 7, and 6. So I got this little auger bit for my drill, so shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna go ahead and get these in the ground because I got a little bit of an emergency I gotta attend to, so I gotta get out of here pretty quick. final look at these trees kind of from afar, walking down the pathway from the house. I'm happy with how that turned out. The shade should treat these pretty good. So like I said, this was the end of the project. Got the trees cleaned out, throw some nice fresh mulch over it, then got the annuals planted. That way you got some color in the front yard as well. So I think it turned out really well. I think she's gonna be happy with it. All right, so that's the end of this project. Went pretty smooth. I like the way it turned out. First landscape project I've done in a while actually, but like I said, we got the annuals up front around the trees, and then we got the perennials in the back along the fence line. More sun plants, and these are more shade plants. Begonia and patience and coleus up here in the front, and then I already walked through what I had in the back. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Like I said, I got to get going now, so this is the end of this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.